Hi, this is Mike Schmitz, and welcome to another weekly tip video. This week, we're going to look at using an iOS utility called Forest to help you eliminate distractions and focus on your important work. Have you ever sat down to work on something and found yourself distracted by Twitter or Instagram on your smartphone instead? That's exactly the problem Forest aims to solve by incentivizing you to not touch your phone, helping you stay focused, be present, and build productive habits. Okay, so let's open up the Forest app. And the first time that you run Forest, it'll walk you through how the app works through a series of splash screens. The basic idea behind Forest is that whenever you want to focus, you choose to plant a tree. You can choose how long you want to focus for, and during that time period, the tree will be growing in the background. The catch is that if you leave the app, your tree will die. The more you ignore your smartphone while Forest is running and focus on your important work instead, the larger your forest becomes. So instead of presenting technical features that make your work more efficient, the goal of Forest is to develop solid work patterns or work habits to help you be more present in your daily life. Okay, so let's tap Go to go to the main screen in Forest. Let's start our first focused work session by tapping the Plant button, which is going to start a 25-minute timer. That 25-minute timer may seem familiar because that's actually the recommended time period for what's known as the Pomodoro method, a productivity framework to help you focus on something for a short period of time, say 25 minutes, and then when you're done, you take a 5-minute break. By using the Pomodoro method and focusing only for a short period of time, you eliminate a lot of the friction that's typically associated with sitting down to do focused work. The difference with Forest is that it incentivizes you to stay focused on your work because if you leave this application, it will actually kill the tree that you're planting. So it gamifies your focus sessions because when you go back to look at the forest and the trees that you planted, you're not going to like seeing these dead trees sticking out. So we're going to let this timer run, and as it goes, the tree in the middle is going to grow in front of our eyes. Now we can obviously close the application or tap the give up button, but that's going to kill our tree. We don't want to do that. So let's jump ahead here and show you what happens at the end of this timer. Okay, so our timer is done. We get 9 seeds and a notification that our tree has grown. Now we can go back and look at our forest view, but there's a couple other buttons here. Let's take a look at these real quickly. The pencil icon right here, this allows us to add a description to our tree. So maybe we want to name this SCO since we were recording this screencast during our session. And then we can also search or create tags. Let's just select the work tag here. All right, and we'll tap save. There's a share button here on the right, which will open up the share sheet. We can save an image of our tree if we wanted to. And the other button here with the alarm clock, this is to take a timed break. So again, the Pomodoro default is a 5-minute break after a 25-minute work session. So let's start our break timer. All right, so again, we've got a timer running. The difference here is that if we leave the application right now, we're not going to be killing the tree that we're planting because we're not trying to focus right now. We're taking a break. Let's jump ahead here again. And we get a notification when our break is over. Now it's time to plant a tree and start being focused again. So let's tap the arrow in the upper left to go back to the main screen.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from ScreenCastsOnline. ScreenCastsOnline is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only ScreenCastsOnline Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital ScreenCastsOnline monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit ScreenCastsOnline.com today and become a ScreenCasts Online member.